Yo, what's up? Welcome to part 2 of this week's tutorial. This week I've been breaking down how I made a couple of the basses in my remix of the track SNOWCONE by REI. If you guys don't remember what it sounds like from yesterday, this is what it sounds like. So yesterday we made this bass. And today I'm going to be walking you through how I made this bass. But first, real quick, an important element of this sound is this layer up top here. And this is Quick's 808 one-shot high-res 02. And you can find that on Splice in his sample pack. And this is what that sounds like. And I just have it set to texture with the grain size all the way up. And then for post-processing, I just have this fattener rack. And you can find that on Google. Just type in fattener, spelled like this. It's just filling out the sound. So that layered with this. And then the final touch. So let's hop into phase plant here. This will probably be one of the easiest sounds I show you guys how to make. And the post-processing is really making this sound. So I'm going to turn that off real quick. And this is what we're left with. This wavetable I'm using here is called Pterodactyl. This is what it looks like in the editor. I can't remember exactly where I got that. I believe it was a Cymatics one, maybe their Animals pack. If not, good substitute is any of these saws really. This downsampled one is good too. Or if you don't want any effect, the overdriven is the cleanest. For now, I'm going to go to user and choose this pterodactyl. So like I said, this is a really simple sound. All I did was set the frame to 96. And then I went down here and created an LFO. Click the pencil tool. I believe I chose the triangle preset to get this shape. And then I just kind of turned it into this here. And then all I have that mapped to is the frame. And that's just causing it to cycle through the frame rate here. So that was it for phase plant. I didn't use any effects here. So I'm going to close that real quick. And I'm going to open up Serum Effects. Now in Serum Effects, the first thing I added was this compressor. Turned on multiband, turned the gain up to about 4.3. And that's just balancing out the frequencies, getting rid of that low and really bring out the mid and high. Next thing I turned on was hyperdimension. Just left it at the default settings. It's kind of giving the sound some space, or dimension. And then lastly, I turned on this EQ, cut out the lows, similar to the last sound, set it to 210 Hertz, remade the LFO shape from phase plant and set it to 2 bars and trigger, and then map that to the frequency and turned it up 8. And then again press note latch to enable that. And you can really hear the effect of serum here. So let's close that. And I'm going to hop back into Ableton. Sorry, I'm jumping around a lot here. And all I have in Ableton for post-processing is this saturator set to analog clip with soft clip on. Then I have the drive up 6 dB. It's just really thickening up the sound. And then I have these OTTs stacked. And I just have them mapped to this amount. I have that set to 18%. So without the OTT, I think it sounds a lot better with that. And then of course, cutting everything below 140. Getting rid of the sub. So again, with no post-processing, definitely not the sound we want. So let's turn these back on. And then if we hop back into phase plant here and go to the saws, we can pick that other waveform. Get some different variations. Or if you want to get real crazy, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but somebody might like it. I'm going to go back to the pterodactyl and let's listen in context. Like I said, one of the easiest sounds I'll probably show you how to make. So let's turn these off. Not as strong on its own, but it's just meant to be a top layer. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed these tutorials this week. We'll be back again next week for another episode of the Phase Plant. We'll be back again next week for another episode of the Sound Lab, where I'll be showing you how to make another awesome sound in Phase Plant. Alright, later guys.